Irwin Data Intelligence Suite, getting started with Metadata Manager. Creating and managing environments. Metadata is stored and categorized into systems and environments. Multiple environments are contained in a system, whereas environments can denote a database, flat file, data models, etc. Environments contain database objects like tables, views, synonyms, etc. You can create environments under a system and scan metadata from a data source by providing connection parameters to the environment. Creating and managing environments involves creating environments, assigning users, managing environments, updating sensitivity, viewing sensitive data dashboard, uploading documents, cloning environments, viewing ER diagrams, viewing workflow logs, associating environments, and configuring business properties and configuring expanded logical names. Getting started with Metadata Manager. Click on the menu icon to access the DI modules. Go to Data Catalog. Select Metadata Manager. Metadata Manager, creating a new environment. Creating a new environment. In the System Catalog pane, all your systems are listed. The metadata summary shows lists of all the systems and their detail. Right-click on a system and select New Environment option to create a new environment. Environments can denote a database, flat file, data models, etc., and contains database objects like tables, views, and synonyms. The new environment window appears. Provide the environment name and other mandatory fields. Click the drop-down to select the database type. Enter appropriate values in the fields. Fields marked with a red asterisk are mandatory. Refer to the following table for field descriptions. Select your data source type from the list of connectors available. If your database is not listed, select Other option from the drop-down. Provide JDBC driver details and required connection parameters to connect to your database. Click on the Test Connection icon to check the connectivity status. Once the connection is successful, click the Save icon. Metadata Manager, assigning users. Assigning users. Right-click on the environment and click on Assign Users or Roles. Assign users to provide read-write access to all the tables and columns in the environment. Assign roles for users to provide read-write access to all the tables and columns in the environment. Click on Save. Metadata Manager, managing an environment. Managing environments involves editing and deleting environments and importing metadata from different data sources. Right-click on an environment and select Edit Environment option. Click on Miscellaneous tab for details like SDI flag, SDI description, use description, notes related to the environment, and approval instructions. Click on Save. To import an environment, right-click on the environment and select Import Environment. Select schemas and appropriate import metadata options. Drag and drop or browse to the .amp file to import an environment. Click on Upload. To export an environment, right-click on the environment and select Export Environment. The environment is exported in .amp format. To delete an environment, right-click on the environment and select Delete Environment. Select Current Version or All Versions to delete. Click on Delete. Metadata Manager, updating sensitivity. Update sensitivity. Click on Data Dictionary. You can update the sensitivity of tables and columns in an environment in bulk. You can also update the sensitivity of the system and environment containing these tables and columns. Update sensitivity. Marking your technical and business assets as sensitive is an important aspect of metadata management. To update sensitivity of technical and business assets, you can select multiple columns or tables in the Data Dictionary grid and update their sensitivity. Toggle on Sensitive Data Indicator flag to specify classification type. Update sensitivity involves marking tables and columns as sensitive with the appropriate sensitive data indicator classification. Click on Update. Select Lineage to update sensitivity. You can update the sensitivity of columns in a lineage report. You can also update the sensitivity of tables, environments, and systems containing these columns. Select Mind Map to update sensitivity. You can update the sensitivity of an asset and its associated technical and business assets through the mind map. Business assets refer to business terms, business policies, business rules, and other business assets defined in the Business Glossary Manager. Technical assets refer to columns, tables, environments, and systems. A column can be associated with business and technical assets. Metadata Manager, viewing the Sensitive Data Dashboard. Viewing Sensitive Data Dashboard. Click on Sensitive Data. Sensitive Data Dashboard is the primary window to gain insights about distribution of sensitive columns across systems and environments. The dashboard helps to rediscover sensitive columns with their Sensitive Data Indicator (SDI) classifications. It shows the number of sensitive tables and columns across all systems. This displays distribution of sensitive columns based on SDI classifications across all the systems and environments. This displays distribution of sensitive columns based on SDI classification by system and environment in a system. You can use system or environment name to view the number of sensitive columns and tables in a system. By default, it displays the list of all the sensitive columns with their SDI classifications across all systems. You can click the required system name, environment name, table name, or column name in the grid view to view their details. Metadata Manager, uploading documents. Uploading documents. Right-click on Environment and select New Document to upload documents. Upload documents at an environment level and specify the document name, owner, link, and description. Drag and drop files or select files for upload. Click on Save. Metadata Manager, Clone Environment. Clone Environment. Right-click on Environment and select Clone Environment. Clone an environment under a system and use the same or different connection parameters in the cloned environment. The cloned environment will be saved under the system. Click on Save. Metadata Manager, viewing ER diagram. Right-click on an environment and select ER diagram option. View Entity Relationship ER diagram after scanning or importing metadata in an environment. View the ER diagram at the environment level and export it in .jpg format. Metadata Manager, Workflow Logs. Workflow Logs. Right-click on an environment and select Workflow option. Current workflow log status of an environment. Users and roles assigned to all the stages of the workflow. Metadata Manager, Associating Environment. Associating an environment. Click on Associations to select the business assets from a drop-down. You can associate environments with business assets, systems, environments, tables, etc. And columns shown here. Metadata Manager, Configuring Business Properties. Configuring Business Properties. Right-click on Environment and select Advanced Business Properties option to configure business properties. You can configure business properties of all the tables and columns under an environment. You can also configure business properties at table level and update business properties of a table and business properties of its columns. Click on Apply and Save. Metadata Manager, Configuring Expanded Logical Name. Configuring Expanded Logical Name. Right-click on an environment and select Configure Expanded Logical Name option. Update the expanded logical name for multiple tables and columns by selecting a configuration job. The job updates expanded logical names based on the table or column name, associated business term name, and definition. Refer to the following table to understand the parameters and their values. Click on Save. For more information, please visit irwin.com.